YouTube. It's Rogue121. I had so much fun doing the top 50 books in my collection. I thought I would do top raw books in my collection, at least just ones that mean a lot to me. So this is G.I. Joe 16. This was the first comic book I've ever bought off the newsstand. And this is just another copy. The original one we bought got thrown away a long time ago, but when I was a kid, I still bought this from the back issue bin. This is the oldest book in my collection, meaning the book I've had the longest in my collection. I didn't start saving my comics until G.I. Joe 27. As far as keeping my books, this one's in pretty rough shape. I read it a lot. It's got a good spine roll, a lot of spine ticks. Upgraded it later. This is the second part in the origin of Snake Eyes. 26 was the first part, so one of my favorite storylines. Another book that I picked up as a kid, X-Men 48. I found that I picked up 3 copies of Punisher #1 back in 1987. Can't remember what. Bought them off the newsstand. I got this book from my LCS when I was a kid as well. And then these next few books also all off the newsstand that I bought. Nothing real special here, but the #1 issues got me. I didn't buy this off the newsstand, but I did buy this one as a kid. You saw my other one that was, if you watched my other video, I had it graded at an 8.0, was the Canadian version. I got 2 copies of this when I was a kid. And that leads into this one, fairly newer pickup, but that's pretty much the end of the stuff I got. Maybe a few other sprinkled ones in here, but I figured I might as well show these since they kind of go all 3 together. My original G.I. Joe #1, I have it graded. This is a good one I got from Strictly Comics in an auction. This was the most expensive G.I. Joe book back when I was a kid. I think it had a low print run, so I think it was back then a $50 or $100 book maybe, but bought this for $10 a few years ago, maybe last year. And then now one of the biggest key issues in G.I. Joe, first appearance of Storm Shadow. And I finally got this last year, the last issue in the Marvel run of G.I. Joe. Let's change things up a little bit. This is first Zatanna, Hawkman #4. First Silver Age appearance of Catwoman. First Mira. This World Finest 153, if you don't know this cover. This is the classic issue where Batman slaps Robin. So, love that. Picked that up for a couple bucks at a con. First appearance of the Star Sapphire. Really clean copy of Mr. Miracle #1. First appearance of the new Teen Titans. First Deathstroke. Really cool Greg Land cover. Found this Batman 635 in the back issue bin for $1 or $2. They didn't know what they had. Really nice J.G. Jones cover. Some Art Germ, Batgirl 12. Prelude to a Killing Joke, Brave and the Bold 33. Start off a little bit of Adam Hughes. Catwoman 170, really nice red cover. Got this book from Drahcir's. So this, and I think 75 maybe. Yeah, thanks Drahcir. Catwoman 51. Wonder Woman 184. And this is a really beautiful Greg Horn cover. Love the pinks. And this one, Wonder Woman number 3. Rounding things out a little bit, some Dave Stevens, DNA Agents 24. And I found this in the same comic collection that I got. That first tryout issue of Supergirl had these Dave Stevens books as well. Okay, so if you don't like Marvel books, if you're a big DC fan or Independents, you might as well just turn this video off now, because from here on out it's pretty much all Marvel. So, first Star-Lord appearance. Great J. Scott Campbell book. First Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. No introduction needed. First full appearance of Mystique. I believe the first Kamala Khan. I don't know. There's so many of them. First Cindy Moon as Silk. Both Umberto Ramos. Sorry if I butchered that name. That variant. ASM 301. First Elektra. It's a book I picked up as a kid. I think I only have 1, 2, and 3 out of the 8-issue series, but really nice Bill Sienkiewicz cover. And then I just graded this myself. It's really a raw book. First Spider-Gwen. Sensational She-Hulk 40. She-Hulk jump ropes naked. First appearance of Carol Danvers. Mid-grade copy of ASM 101. First Sabretooth. First Falcon. More She-Hulk. This is a really clean copy, Avengers 196, that I've been tempted to get graded. I got this from a comic auction from Edwin, Strictly Comics. So thank you, sir. Beautiful copy that he pressed out. First Rocket Raccoon in Comics. First New Mutants. Origin of Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four Annual number 2. Classic Jim Steranko cover. Recent pickup from the Mighty Comics guy. ASM 39. First John Romita Sr. on Spider-Man. Classic Hulk, Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four cover. Avengers 8. Doctor Strange 169. There's a lot of glare. Thor 165. And ASM 100. X-Men 50. This one's another one that I slabbed myself. Comic Skin Slab. Another classic Steranko. My raw copy of this. I have a graded one as well. Same thing with this. I got several copies. I like the one with the redder cover like this. There are some that look more orange, but I like the red cover. Really nice cover of X-23. Ms. Marvel number 17. Resurrection variant. All new Wolverine number 2. somewhere in here I have the, I think the Lopez variant of number 2. Let's see, peeking back in the back of the stacks. Cool homage to 181. Another 181 homage. This cover and this one with Deadpool I like a lot. A couple Mark Brooks covers. It's Darth Vader #1. This X-Men Legacy, cheap book, but really cool cover. And a really great Greg Land Psylocke cover, X-Men 509. And then I believe this is a one-shot X-Men Sword of the Braddocks Alex Garner variant. And I want to thank Amazing Murphinator. I won this from him on an auction. Another cool Psylocke cover. Joshua Middleton, maybe? Oh no, I think this is Jenny Frison. I think this is Jenny Frison cover. Really great. Tons of first appearances in X-Men 129. Another one-shot Milo Manara cover. X-Women. This is that Lopez variant. Picked this up at an LCS. In this box of variants. I don't even know if he had this one bagged and boarded. Got it for $10. And I just got it because I was really big into X23. I didn't realize what it was until I think I saw it in someone else's video. And they talked about how this was a real expensive variant and really high grade. I'm not sure if it's a 9.8, but it's really, really great book. This last book is from the collection of Kevin Michael McFadden. He was a grader for CGC, and he passed away not too long ago. So he actually has a pedigree from CGC, a lot of books from his collection that have gone up for auction after he passed away. But he was a grader and really well-respected member of their staff for many years, according to what I was reading about him. So it was signed by Roy Thomas, and it is something that I really treasure, and it's a great book, especially with the pedigree that it carries. So, hope you enjoyed it, and take care, stay safe, stay well.